Hey, what's up? Let's talk about some Summer Game Fest, huh? I'm not gonna go into like any deep details or anything. I just wanted to share my highlights, which is about half of the games that were in there. We might be around the same, right? Did you like half the games on there or more? I didn't watch after the end of the show, the main event or whatever. I skimmed through some of the developer talk and their little things and whatever. Anyways, let's. Oh, don't have the window up. Did I? Okay, it should be fine. Um, I always forget about this game, man. And every time I see it, I'm like, that game looks incredible, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been following this for a while, like not like super long, probably a few months, I think, maybe actually maybe a year, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, um, but I've never really probably I don't. There've been so many games going on. It's funny. Every time I see this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't been watching all the details for it, man. I'm like, whatever. I don't like to spoil myself. I've done it before in the past. Like I can't remember off the top of my head. And the games that I played weren't super spoiled or anything when I read everything about it before they came out and all that. But some stuff would have been nicer to enjoy for the first time, rather than like reading about it or seeing a video about it, you know. And it's we all have our own preferences for and thoughts and opinion on what a spoiler might be. So generally, there are things that people could agree that that's a spoiler or whatever, but not always. You know, it just depends. Um, so I don't know. I when I'm really excited for a game now, I don't look at everything for it. I'm like, nah. I really wish I could remember the games where I kind of was like, I don't know. And I can't think about it. But whatever. It's been a while. It's been a while because I've had this habit for a while where I don't. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go look at every forum post and every. I kind of regretted that with Anthem though. I wish I was more vocal there, you know, in the community or whatever. But that was I don't know. That was weird. That was terrible. If you ever saw what happened to Anthem. Anyways, I'm talking about that for way too long. Didn't mean to. This game looks really cool. Really, really cool. Actually, I forgot I have it installed right now. They're saying you can download the demo right now, but it's not available until the 9th, I guess. It's really funny. Um, they're calling it a beta, but they're also calling it a demo, right? So it's just I think it's just labeled wrong here. Like I think it should say like playtest or open beta or something. I don't know. But yeah, so you can preload the demo, right? But they that's funny. Anyways, I have to have some water. I forget. Damn it. Um, this game looks amazing. Just it looks special. It might not be, you know, but to me it looks special. Um, just the mostly I think mostly just the creatures, the style of it and everything. Because everything else kind of looks like, you know, familiar, but like um creatures and some of the environments look really cool, and their weaponry like it's a pretty big gun. That's funny. But it looks really interesting and cool. And I didn't mean to go talking on that long about that. But let's see what else we had here. I didn't even bring this up on Steam. I forgot. I don't think I shared a link. Yeah, I just shared a video for the new. Yeah, all right. Let me see if I can get it on Steam. Let's see. All right. Yeah, there we go. This actually looks fun. It reminded me of like the Ninja Turtles, you know, those games. And I watched like one movie, um, Power Rangers. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the probably first two that ever came out, the American versions, anyways. And I never really watched the show. I'd seen like little things of it, but anyways, the game looks cool. It looks fun. But so that's one of the other ones. I forgot that's not even like my own personal highlight. I just thought it was interesting, you know. This game looks incredible. I don't remember if it's spelled Neva or Neva. It just looks beautiful. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful story. Actually, this one and another one that I'll have on here too. I don't remember exactly what this one was. I just remember like I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm gonna follow that. You know, like I'm gonna follow them and you know keep up to date with the game and what's going on or whatever. Because it looks really amazing. I didn't even realize. What did it say? Something about Grizz. I never beat Grizz. I played like a couple hours of it and I really liked it. I haven't been super in the mood to play like a story only game. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. Just reminded me. I just remembered like was it Wolf Red Hood Riding? I think it's called Wolf. Wolf with two O's. This is an older game. It just reminded me, and I just was like, oh yeah, that was a cool game. Anyways, the Neva game looks really cool. Neva or Neva. And then Delta Force Hawk Ops is a free-to-play game that they showed a bit of. I forgot about this. Another not really a personal highlight, but a highlight that I have some interest in checking out. Like I'm not like hyped for it, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll see what's up. I'll try it. You know. But yeah, no, it looks cool. Looks cool. But I think a lot of games look cool, and then they're not really exactly what I'm looking for. Which you know, whatever. I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. Gotta start making games, man. Anyways, I don't even remember saving this. That's funny. It must be. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. It looks cute. Give me a sec. All right, sorry. Geesh. It looks cute. It looks fun. It looks and it. What does it say? It's a 30 player brawler. I'm not 100% sure. It looks kind of like a top-down hack and slash game. That's what it looks like. So 30-player brawler looks interesting. It looks worth checking out. And it did look like to me it looked like a younger audience type brawler, you know. But it looks cool. Looks fun. It looks worth you know giving a try or whatever. Free to play. Right, I believe that's free to play. Right, I thought it said it somewhere on here. Anyways, browser's telling me I'm not signed in. Shut up, browser. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, here's the other one I was thinking of earlier with Neva. Deer and Boy. It just looks beautiful. It reminds me of something like similar to like Limbo, but not dark, you know, but that kind of a game platformer story, or Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and Papo and Yo, where those are mostly platformers, but with like incredible stories. Especially with like no dialogue. I think they talk. I can't remember how Papo and Yo worked. It's been a while since I played that. I'd beaten Brothers twice. I have not played the remaster. It looks very nice. Anyways, it just reminds me of stuff like that, platformer story, but with missing the combat. I think this one doesn't have combat. Like there's like Ori and the Blind Forest. The Ori games have a lot of combat, but they're also story focused and platforming focused as well. So that's pretty cool. I still have not played much of the second one. I loved the first game though. Okay, let's see. That's Deer and Boy. Looks really cool. Oh, this one looks super interesting, man. This one I'm actually excited for. I forgot. I didn't expect to have that reaction, but like, yeah, those other games look cool and all that. But yeah, this is one of like I'm like, yeah, gory, bloody. Forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm trying to get in the habit of being more aware of that kind of stuff and whatever. Yeah, what's this? Slitterhead? Slitterhead. What a weird name too. What just a weird name. but it looks cool, looks really interesting. So I'm definitely gonna be wanting to try that out. And I don't know if it's I assume it's gonna be like a buy to play game, right? Like I don't think there's gonna be like a beta or whatever, but they might have a demo. We'll see. Anyways, that looks cool. What else do we have here? Yeah, Killer Bean, also something I'm kind of excited for. Not as excited as the other game, but this looks really funny and really fun and cool. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm always like, early access games can be really cool, but they're also I've so far, I mean, I feel like they've never really been completed, you know? Like I mean, I've and it depends. Some developers are just douchebags and whatever. For example, Hi-Rez, like I think they still have Realm Royale in early access. When you see games in early access for 10 years, and I think some are nearing 20 years, and I'm just like, has it been that long? Like, really? I don't, might be, I probably 15, I don't know, but I think, man, it's been a while though. Some of these games have been in early access for a really long time, and it's just like, what the hell? You can't call it early access anymore. Just say you abandon it or finish the damn thing, right? Like, I don't know, it's funny. Anyways, this game looks really cool. Killer Bean looks very funny and very fun. That rant came out of nowhere. It's the normal one though, it's just same old crap for me. Not for me. This one is not for me, but it has a demo, so I might check it out. Right now, I'm gonna have like no space on my damn hard drive. I have so many games installed, and it's a pain in the butt to decide which games to uninstall and which space you want to free up. And they're all different file sizes, and you have like 200 plus games installed. It's like, okay, well, I don't, man, it's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt when you fill up. It's not as hard, and while you're filling up, but when you're full, it's just like, oh. Anyways, Souls-like game looks interesting, and I always take a look at Souls-like games mostly because the environments and the enemies. Same thing with any game, really. I really like it when there's interesting and different enemies. I'm a big fan of fantasy. I prefer fantasy. I don't like realism. So I do look at these games. I check them out. I always look at them, like, every time. Like, I like Flintlock, for example, looks really cool. And there's many others that I've watched and looked at. And I'm like, I've played these games for at least 40. I like Dark Souls 1 and 3. Played a bunch of Bloodborne. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I played the original one too, Demon Souls. The remake looks amazing. Anyways, I played enough of them, and I've never beaten one. I think Bloodborne was the one I got the furthest in. Just really like the style of that. The Gothic style is really cool. Anyways, this looks. I thought this would be worth sharing. Just because there's so many Souls-like games now. Though I mean, like, I saw like a tweet, like, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I'll never forget it because it made me laugh so hard when I saw it. Like, they're like, why has everything got to be a damn Souls-like now? And I was like, yo. A lot of people were saying no, but oh, that's funny. All right. What the hell was I talking about? That was something funny. Oh yeah, like everything Souls, like even the 2D platformers, the Metroidvanias, and all the roguelikes, everything is freaking Souls like now, dude. It's hilarious, dude. It's kind of like when everything went Battle Royale, like, it's worse though. It's so much worse. The Souls-like genre is so much worse than Battle Royale ever got, man. Yeah, I remember when they wanted to add a freaking battle, where they briefly spoke of adding Battle Royale to Anthem. I was like, you sons of no. And what sucks about that is it would have been amazing. If there was going to be a good game with Battle Royale, it would have been Anthem, just because of the game mechanics alone. That would be insane, dude. That would have been insane. Snipers galore, but man, I think snipers would get wrecked in that game. They do some wrecking too, but no, that game was like, anyways, Dark and Darker looks interesting. I will definitely try it at some point because it's free to play, and I guess it just came out today or something. They announced it today and at their show, and it also launched, and it's free to play. They call it early access, so I don't know if it's gonna go into buy to play. Like, I've actually seen that happen before with multiple games. The early access is free to play, and then when they launch, they switch it to buy to play. It's rare, but I've seen it a few times, and it was just like, what? I don't remember the games off the top of my head. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me, but it was just weird. It's just like, okay. Like, anyways, Dark and Darker looks worth checking out, right? Like having a look, giving it a try, like whatever. It looks neat. So free to play. I'll get around to trying that. Oh, this looks incredible to me. Couldn't even know the name. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. When I typed in I was in the middle of watching the trailer, and I knew the part of the name, and I just remembered Path of the Goddess, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna type that in. But this is interesting because when I saw it, I was watching the trailer, and I was like, it looks cool, but what the hell is it? Like I want to play it, but I'm so confused. Sometimes the trailers are like that. Like it's hard to get a good idea about what the gameplay is, especially when 99% of it is cinematic or 100% of it. That's always freaking horrible. Anyways, but the labels here made it make a little more sense to me why I couldn't tell what it was in the trailer, because they're calling it a strategy game. It's also, you can see in the trailer, there's hack and slash, and it just looks so cool, man. And it's also tower defense, and I was like, oh, okay. I've played many interesting tower defense games that just change it up quite a lot, like action RPG tower defense games. I'm trying to remember the name of one of them that I really liked, and I never like beat it, but it was really cool. And I think it was I'm trying to remember the name of the game it was based on too. It was based on like another known series. Oh man, I wouldn't be able to easily find it right now unless I could remember the name, but it was a tower defense. Anyways, this looks cool. This looks really cool. Another tower defense type game, I call it Tower Offense, is Anomaly, the Anomaly series, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's been, or like even like Orcs Must Die, right? Like that's pretty cool tower defense game. Third person shooter tower defense. There was Dungeon Defenders and a bunch of them. So this seems kind of like that, but like hack and slash. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because there was a hack and slash, probably a couple of them that I played. But I love the art direction, the visuals. It looks really cool, so I definitely want to check it out. I'll be waiting for a sale or a demo and stuff. Coming out in 5 weeks apparently. Okay, that's cool. And sorry, with everything going on lately with the shows and the Steam Fests and all that, like their festivals. A lot of demos have been going on. I've been playing a lot of demos lately. Well, past like year or so or whatever. I think that was the last one, but I had some notes real quick, so let me double check my notes real quick. Oh yeah, because I think I hadn't saved this, because all these links that I just brought up were recent ones I shared on my own Discord, so I knew I could find them real easy. But I didn't reshare Unknown 9 Awakening, which looks incredible. I'm still not even sure what the hell. That's funny, the tag it has. Anyways, this looks really cool. I'm not even sure what this is, so I want to see more. I want to see more gameplay, like real gameplay. But it looks very cool and interesting, so I'm like, all right, I'll follow that and give that a look and stuff. But yeah, it looks really cool. And then what else? The First Descendants. That's funny, man. I liked the beta, but it was I really have to play more, because I didn't play enough to be able to get away with trashing on it. I guess it reminded me a little of Warframe, where it's like it's too easy. It doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. It's weird. Kind of does make sense though, because they're kind of Diablo style type games, old school Diablo, where like you're just slaying enemies. The enemies are just the normal ones. You just pop them. Just dead, and then like mini bosses and bosses and stuff like that. But I think I don't know. I think the levels would have to be bigger, or more waves of enemies or something. I don't know, it's weird. I'd have to play more. But this one was even, it wasn't quite up there. Like the levels were really small and linear. If I might be confusing it with another game, but yeah, because there's this game and then there's another one that's a lot like it, and they're both free to play. I can't remember the name of the other one right now. But yeah, there's two of these games that are very much alike, and they're both free to play. But yeah, anyway, so no, this was cool. Like I enjoyed my time playing it, but I was like, you know, so yeah, I would definitely have to play more, and that's what's cool too, is free to play. Like you can play it, you know, it's definitely easy to pick up and play more. I'm pretty sure this one's free to play, unless the other one's free to play and this one's not. I'm pretty sure it's free to play though. Anyways, oh, No More Room in Hell 2. Sounds interesting, looks good, gameplay wise, visuals, and a lot of that stuff. It's not my kind of a thing. Mostly, well, I guess it would be if I had friends to play with. But at the same time, I'd rather play other games that I'd rather play. Right, you know. So like all these every game is more fun to play with friends, you know. But I'd still like I would have played with friends Anthem, man. I would have played Anthem with friends. I would have played Rocket League. Well, I have, and yeah, no, that's funny. I am very competitive, and I'm a jerk. I am a jerk. Don't mean to be. Anyways, this looked cool. 8-player co-op. That I thought was interesting, because that's cool. It reminded me, like, I'm just remembering right now, Diablo 2 was 8 players. That was a big complaint ever since. That was one of the first complaints, like, about part 3. It was like, what do you mean 4 players? Like, that was funny. Anyways, so 8-player co-op and permadeath. It sounds and looks interesting. And I felt that was like worth sharing, and I'm pretty sure I even followed that one. Maybe, oh, I'm not signed in on this. Anyways, yeah, it looks interesting and cool. Let's see. We'll take a quick look at Skate. Alan Wake. They don't have this on Steam. Oh, because it's EA. That's right. It was EA. So, oops, I'm clicking on wrong things here. Oh, another wrong thingy. What's up? I don't want to bring up the EA store page or whatever, but Skate, they said we're still working on it. It looks cool. What it reminded me of is if you've never played Riders Republic, you should check it out. Maybe keep an eye on a really good deal for the Ultimate Edition or whatever. It's a cool game, man. It really is. It's really cool. I used to be into skater games a long time ago when I was in my teenage years. I was also a skateboarder. I wasn't like I rode a skateboard. I didn't do like a ton of tricks or anything. I had friends that were into that. I went to places. So I've enjoyed those types of games. I'm not like really hardcore in them right now. The session game looks pretty cool. As far as like if I were into skating, I'd want to go play that. It looks good. But yeah, Riders Republic is really cool. And did I mention Alan Wake 2 Physical was announced, as well as an expansion that looks really neat. The expansion looks cool. I hate DLC. I think it's a bunch of crap, but it looks good. Cameos or stars even. They look like cameos, but they might like be like secondary stars or whatever, right? Like the character from Control and Quantum Break. So that's cool. Yeah, it looks neat. It's Night Springs. That's right. It's like episodes of Night Springs. Yeah, that's cool. Those were great inside the games. When you watch the little TVs in the game, Night Springs. Those were awesome. Those were really good, man. Anyways, did more rambling than I wanted to or expected to. Just wanted to share some of the Summerfest stuff that I thought was cool, and I believe that's all that I can remember and shared on and saved and whatever. Anyways, I will talk to you later. But let me know what you're looking forward to. Bye bye.